So in the last year and a half, I spent about $200 on Razer branded mice. And let's just say I'm probably never going to buy another Razer product ever again. All right, so before anybody says, well, why would you ever buy anything Razer related? So look, I've been a gamer for a long time, but I've been a console gamer. And pretty much never had I ever had to interact with the Razer brand at all. Last year was my first year to really get into PC gaming. I went and got me a PC gaming laptop. And one of the things I knew I had to get was a gaming mouse. Didn't really know much about, the PC side of gaming when it comes to companies and brands. And so I've heard of Razer, but I never actually, used any of their products. So when I was looking for a gaming mouse, the one that instantly spoke to me was the Basilisk. And the Basilisk kind of was exactly what I was looking for. The form factor of it looked super comfortable. Main thing when it was a side button, so I can easily hit those with my side of my thumb. And I wanted a mouse that was very lightweight, but kind of comfortable at the same time. And the Basilisk kind of checked all of those boxes, as well as it was fairly inexpensive. It was around $60 or so. So I was like, sure, let me go get it. And for a while, it was great. It functioned really well. It, felt great. Gaming was cool. And I was like, wow, so this is how, PC gaming is. This is pretty cool. This is pretty dope. And this is how a gaming mouse feels like. Awesome. Then it started double clicking. And it started double clicking hard. It was annoying. And not only was I using this mouse for gaming purposes, but I was also using the mouse for work related purposes. So it was super annoying and frustrating when I'm working and, you're on a Zoom call and your mouse starts freaking out, or you start closing windows and people can see that stuff is not being the way it needs to be, things not being dragged over. It got super annoying, knowing to the point where I had to complain about it on a forum. And the basic kind of rundown to it was, oh, well, the Basilisk is what we call a mechanical mouse, has a mechanical sensor, and it could be prone to fail. And double clicking is one of those, things that were prone to fail. And so that was super aggravating and annoying, and which was unfortunate because I really liked the form factor of the mouse. I really liked how it felt. And so that was super annoying that I kind of had to deal with it. And so that's kind of just what I did. I just dealt with it. And to the point where I was like, all right, I can't deal with this anymore. And so then about a year since I purchased it, I said, all right, let me look what else has that form factor. And then I saw the Basilisk Ultimate, which again is the kind of the higher tier of the same mouse, with a few added features. But the biggest feature was that it was an optical mouse. So meaning I shouldn't have the double clicking issue that I had with the original one. So I went ahead and bought it. Here's the box right here, the Basilisk Ultimate. And this is with the, focused sensor. I guess that's what they're calling it. Basically that I shouldn't have any problems with double clicking. And hey, I didn't. I've never had an issue with double clicking with this mouse. Actually, this mouse has been really great. And this is the mouse itself. This is the Basilisk Ultimate. Has the same form factor as the wireless one, which I had before. Quick switch for DPI, Has these side buttons that I like. You can add an alternate key right here. And which is also pretty cool, you can change the resistance of these scroll wheels, so you could have it a little bit more rigid, or you can have it way more loose. So all in all, really great mouse. So as I said, I also use, for work purposes. So I was bringing this mouse back and forth from home and work every day. But somewhere it got lost. And when I mean it got lost, the dongle. So, wireless mouses, they usually have the dongle in which you connect it to the computer in order for it to pick up the receiver on here. Somewhere down the line, the dongle got lost. So I was thinking, okay, that kind of sucks. Well, let me just go ahead and buy another dongle. That's where the next problem came up. Went onto Razer's website, and some of their products, they offer replacement dongles, but not all of them. Guess which one doesn't fall under the not all of them category? Yep, the Basilisk Ultimate. That is one of the few mouse that they produce that does not have a replacement dongle on the website. So I was like, okay, I guess I have to go through customer service. Went to contact customer service, and they sent me a nice, very long, well-written email, which basically said, you're screwed. We don't offer replacement dongles. Here's a $10 discount on another Razer product. So I had this mouse that was pretty much unusable, except for I would have to literally take the charging dock that this came with, take that out, and I would have to use the mouse wired, and that would be literally the only way I can use this mouse. Because here's the other thing that I just don't get. With the Basilisk Ultimate, there's no option to do it Bluetooth. So you can only use the dongle. With the other Basilisk, the cheaper one, you can actually use that without the dongle because it has a Bluetooth connection. So you can either connect it through the USB dongle or through Bluetooth. But the more expensive mouse, the significantly more expensive mouse, I think this is normally like a $150 mouse. And I think I got it on sale for like $120. The more expensive mouse cannot connect through Bluetooth. It's just not an option. So it's either with the dongle or wired connection, and that's it. Then on the reverse side, the cheaper Basilisk can't connect wired either. It can only be through the dongle or the Bluetooth connection. And then, so I went back to the old Basilisk to use for work purposes, because I needed a wireless mouse so I could control my mouse when I control my computer when I'm far away from the mouse, when I'm doing presentations or I'm using the projector. I needed something that can be wireless. Well, the dongle for that mouse broke inside of my actual laptop. Like it just really disintegrated. It literally came apart, and I had to get tweezers to take the bits and pieces of the USB dongle out of my computer because it broke inside it from the original Basilisk mouse. So with all that being said, I'm not going back to Razer products. I've went through 2 products within a span of 2 years, really a year and a half. I went through 2 mice of the same line, mind you, not cheap mice, 160, one retailing at 150 that I bought for around 120 or 130. And then on top of that, one of them is completely wired now, has to be completely wired when it was built as a wireless mouse. And then the other one I can only use off a Bluetooth connection, which not ideal for a mice, but at least it somewhat gets the job done. So I needed, once again, I needed to get a replacement for my mouse, my gaming mouse, and I settled on the Logitech G502 wireless. So I ended up picking up the Logitech G502 Lightspeed wireless mouse. Apparently this was a very popular Logitech mouse for years, but this is the first instance of it being a wireless mouse. And you can tell instantly why I gravitated towards this one, as the Basilisk and the G502 has a very similar form factor. So they kind of have the same curvature, kind of same little indent on the side, and the same kind of basic design of it. And kind of like the G502, a little bit better than the Basilisk. It has this infinity scroll, which is kind of cool. Allows you to get through like tabs and things real quickly. Of course, we have the side keys, and it has actually a dedicated sniper button, but it also has where you can actually put in weights to make the mouse a little bit heavier, which I actually like it to be a little bit heftier, because with the weights in here, it kind of brings it to the same weight of the Basilisk. And while the RGB lighting on here is kind of just stuck to this single G rather than the actual Razer logo itself, the mouse, and the charging dock with the Basilisk Ultimate, I still find it a really great mouse. It feels great in my hand. So far I've had no problems with responses or any double clicking or anything like that. And it pretty much has the exact form factor that I want and need out of a mouse. So with all that said, I hope I don't have more bad luck with the Logitech mouse. But I think I'm going to pretty much stay away from Razer products from this point on. So my name is Brian. This has been Soundtest. Thank you for watching, and catch you on the next one.